In this video, I want to highlight some new leaves in my plant collection since I moved 6 months ago and present some pretty peculiar plant setups that have been bringing me great success for my most difficult plants like this Vericosa. I'm going to start inside and then we're going to head out. Firstly, I just want to highlight some of my alocasias that have been growing in my bedroom. Besides that alocasia Frydek, I want to really highlight my alocasia black velvet pink variegata. What I want to mention about this is I got it last year September, growing in that mesh pot. It's actually in soil covered with moss, but I didn't want to repot it. Just my experience alone growing alocasias, especially such a small one, I'm trying to put off repotting as long as I can. So what I did was I just embedded the pot that's filled with soil in leca, and I've been keeping it in a dish of water to ensure that the leca is always moist. And I've been able to get a couple leaves, but since I moved I was expecting trauma, but instead I got this gorgeous leaf. Another alocasia that has really shocked me is my alocasia sinuata. I recently transferred this one to Lechuza pond and I was able to get 3 leaves, just one after the other. It seems to really like that substrate, and I just make sure it never dries out. This is the setup. It's actually putting out some aerial roots if you saw that to the top, so it's really been loving this setup. And here comes another fave, my alocasia cuprea. This one is so fickle. I've had the hardest time with it. This one actually grows in 100% leca, and it was able to push out that new leaf. Trailing down below is my philodendron cream splash, and I'm loving the pink highlights. Just next to those is my massive alocasia black velvet that has multiple plants growing in a pot and is the fullest it's ever been. This one is also growing in an unconventional setup. You'll see there's a nursery pot to the top of the pot it's planted in. This is acting as a moss collar to encourage rooting along the exposed stem of the alocasia. I find they hold more leaves the more roots they have, and the more you encourage rooting to the top, the health or the general health of the plant I find increases so that you hold multiple leaves. It is growing in 100% leca though, the bulk of the roots. Next to it is my philodendron gigas that is putting out the biggest leaf since I've moved in here about 6 months now. It has taken a hit, but I'm super happy to see that it's pushing out this new one. You can look out for updates on Instagram. Just below is my alocasia zebrina. This one is growing in 100% Lechuza pond. If you're wondering why some are in pond and why some are in leca, it would have been because I've tested them in both substrates, and the ones that perform the best in whichever, I would have just stuck to that going forward, so I was able to attain these massive sizes. This is my alocasia nebula that's growing in leca. It preferred leca over pond. And just down here is my Hoya Sarawak. This is the biggest leaf it has ever put out for me since having it. I acquired it sometime early last year, and this is growing in a Hoya mix. My variegated banana plant I struggle with, so I'm happy to see this new leaf. Just before we head outside, I just want to feature one plant in particular that's growing in my living room. By the way, I have a video of me, styling the space. It has been rearranged since, but if you're interested in plant styling videos, I do have one that I made in the space that I'll link for you guys. But the plant that I want to highlight here is my monstera adansonii Swedish ghost, or my monstera adansonii archipelago. I think I'm going to do a full video on this one. This is a monstera that nobody talks about, so you can look out for that one in the future. It has been growing nicely for me, putting out beautifully variegated leaves, and I just wanted to point that out. Let me take you through the plants that are living in the garage for now. Next. First up is my philodendron red Anderson. I just want to show you the newest leaf on there. In view here are all my anthurium hybrids that I've grown from seed myself. These, the bright leaves that you're seeing are the newest leaves on my anthurium Zara by anthurium fingers hybrid. Here's one that has been blowing up my Instagram. It's my philodendron SP Columbia. I ordered that one last year around September, October from Ecuador. Here's the newest leaf on my philodendron Pink Princess Marble. Here's an uncommon one that I can never remember the name of. Please comment below if you know what it is. I'll be super grateful. And next to it is the newest leaf. That's going to be a massive one. I'm hoping nothing happens to it. It's growing on my anthurium Ace of Spades hybrid. Next to it is my anthurium Berriozabalens. I think it's a hybrid though, because those herbs aren't common on that anthurium in particular. And while my amedrium medium silver is just doing the most, it requires a pole extension now. It has multiple growth points and is super full. I can't complain with that one. And here are a couple new leaves on my philodendron lupinum. Behind here is one that I'm over thrilled about. It's my philodendron Esmeraldens. I'll throw up a picture of what the mature form looks like, but I'm super happy this one is growing for me and growing long as well. Let's officially head outside. I would love to highlight some new leaves and some plants that are coming back from the dead, to say the least, just in this area here. And we have one other spot after this, and that's my plant room outside as well. Before I get to my Chlorospatha red, just below it is my philodendron Florida Beauty that I just want to highlight. It has come back from zero variegation. I cut it a bunch of times. You all heard me ramble on about this here and on Instagram, so I'm not going to stay long on it. This one, the Chloropatha red, has come back from no leaves since I made the move. So I'm so happy 3 leaves are back. My variegated fiddly fig has also been doing the most lately. Here's a setup that's worth mentioning. This is my philodendron verrucosum. It's one I've struggled with for over 4 years. And in this last round, when it completely rotted for me, I was about to toss it out. And I said, you know what, let me just put it in some water and see what happens. And it rooted. And not only did it root, it rooted so fast and started pushing leaf after leaf. And my mind was blown. Soon after, I potted it up in leca, submerged in water in a no drainage vessel, and it receives, shockingly again, direct light from the hours of 9 to 11 a.m. and has been loving it. Coming up next here is my philodendron Florida ghost that is growing like crazy. It is also holding the variegation, or that white variegation that it emerges with, for a lot longer since I placed it in direct light between the hours of 7 a.m. to probably 11:30 a.m. This is the last space that I want to feature in this video. It is my outdoor plant room. So I'm going to give you a quick preview before I give you all the highlights. This is my philodendron patriciae, and it has been a real struggle for me since we've moved. It has finally put out a spotless leaf, and another is on the way, but as you can see, it's another wonky setup. It wants to climb or is an obligate climber, but it prefers to be climbing on moss. And here's a controversial one coming up next is my philodendron andrianum. The internet says it's synonymous with the melanochrysum, but I beg to differ. I think there is a difference between the two from growing them personally. If you do have one, I would love to hear any feedback that you have. Up next is another shocker for me. It's my queen anthurium, the dark form. All of a sudden, it started pushing leaves as I started giving it more light, and believe it or not, it has even sized up. I have no idea what I'm doing with it, but I think I just got lucky with finding a sweet spot for it. After numerous chops, finally variegation has been restored on my philodendron white princess. I have two of them on a pole now, and I'm super happy the variegation is back. I hope you guys enjoyed the highlights from my collection. Currently, I have basically just cut my losses at this point. If you realize I have no Luxurians or Luxurians hybrids with me anymore while they're in rehab, I'm hoping that they come back. But on a positive note, I really just want to update you guys on how everything is going. So, thanks for watching.